You got chutes and everything?
Yeah, right here, right
Yeah.
here. My elbati, that one, that one.
And I think over here on the moringa,
Yeah, there's a shoot.
there's a chute on the moringa.
And the other side also for that. Aray.
Week 3, day 5. Lots of rain yesterday. Today we are back at it. And the boys are going to need a hand in a second because we got to use the tools. And I'm going to deal with the painting of the bed today. We can put some rust inhibitor on it. And the other guys are going to keep bending steel and making more pillar pieces. And hopefully, maybe, Lynn has an operational toilet tomorrow.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah.
That would be nice.
I hope we can use the washroom tomorrow
Yeah.
and move in on Sunday, hopefully.
Okay, watch for the updates as we get going through this day. This old carcass wants to talk about grumpy in the Philippines. You know, there's an awful lot of guys that get in trouble here. And I'm talking older guys. And they end up with a kid. They are not happy campers. Wow, there's a lot of unhappy campers here. And I don't just mean here. I mean, I've seen this in Angeles as well. And this is why most of my Canadian videos talk about get your house in order, let go of the crap, and realize that this new adventure is just that. It's an adventure, and you need to treat it as such. And if you've been finding that your life has been a little bit on the grumpy side, maybe now's the time to change. You're retired, you don't have all that stresses of work and bonehead people that you're married to, right? I mean, think about it. You roughly spend 8 hours a day with your wife. 8 hours of work, you're essentially married to a whole bunch of people, right? Doesn't mean you get along with a lot of them. So I really need to emphasize this, guys. There's no sense moving to another country and potentially having to look after a child or two. Again, I'll refer to Paul, Old Dog New Tricks, his video with Diane. You got to watch it, guys. You got to watch it. It is key to understanding that you need to let a lot of stuff go before you make this big move. Hey, the guys are doing their trenching, and Mr. Kalafu is down there. Mr. Apollo, he's Mr. Guapo. Guapo means handsome. Oh, look at what we've got growing here in the midst of everything. That's cool. I hope that really turns out on video. For me, it looks like little purple stems with little stars on the end. Like planetary stars. Star Trek never leaves my head. Okay, so they have actually got all of the pits dug. Randy might be tuning up one over there. No, he's digging the trench. That's what he's doing. So what they will be doing is doing the tie beam below, then hollow block coming up. Then we will have another discussion as to whether a second tie beam is going to go in because of the elevation that we're going to change this. So we will have a discussion about that. We may have a minimalist house, but I want a lasting house. So we figured that we need the AAC block on site probably about the 15th of November. And judging by how fast these walls went up on the garage, we're talking by the 30th of November, all the exterior walls are painted, maybe even skim coated on the outside. Now I stress that because as we get going here, we are going to, again, not go on the cheap on this. If there's need to slow down and get the major structure done and then take a deep breath, that's what we're going to do. Because until we can see the space, will I get my galley kitchen or will we forego it? Maybe instead of the galley part or the island part, if you want to call it, maybe It will be just a little coffee stand or juice bar type thing off to the side. Okay. So Lynn and I are going to order our fridge. We've seen a 60-40 split fridge with a 40% on the bottom, and that will allow us to buy some frozen goods in Cebu City. There's a authentic German sausage maker in halfway between here and Cebu City. So it would be nice to be able to get some stock, and of course we would need to freeze that. Okay, it looks like we got number 4 going, and the guys are hard at bending. Zindo's being very random about his piles of squaring up. Now our pillars are only going to be 8 by 8, guys. They are on the small side, but remember, we have no long-term or short-term intentions of putting a second story on. And the roof will reflect it because the roof we will put on is exactly the same as that one. It will just have this slope and the other slope. Very simple, simplistic, minimalist, low impact roof. Best money spent last year, those IBC totes. Best money spent this year, that bolt cutter. That's making short order of the work. Now if we had a bit bigger bar, that's a 24. If we had a 36, we could probably cut the 12 mm bar as well. But again, we've only got a 1-story building. We're not going to do a 2-story. So the only 12 mm are the verticals in the pillar. Things I looked at, thought, I don't need to send tile stuff. They tile everything. So I'll be able to find these everywhere. Wrong answer. I should have shipped them. I just talked to a fellow who is in Palawan. He was receiving money from his family in Europe, or a family member. He's upset. I guess they normally send him €100. And of course the exchange rate is down right now. But I said, but that's the average. Yes, sir, it's got to go higher, got to go higher. I need more money. I said, what kind of work are you doing? You know, maybe there's some building job or something, right? No, sir, no, sir. They just have to send more money. That is the reality in so many parts of the Philippines here, guys. Now you know why I harp on Westerners. Save money. If they're getting sent 57 peso money right now for €1, then anything above that should be saved. I don't send the money. I send it to my own bank account. I sure don't send it to Palawan where they can just pick up the whole amount and spend every penny. Or centavo, as they say. Food for thought. I see a lot of Westerners here, and I've seen them go broke. Think about it. I think those turkeys were just trying to piss me off. Anyway, they've got the trenches all dug for the south side of the building. No windows on that side for obvious reasons. So they got this trench dug. And they've got this one dug, which now that I look at it, we'll be able to use that same trench run for the electrical and the plumbing. And this trench is all done. I'll go down the other side. Whoops, just put more sand on my slippers than I've got feet space. Okay, so they haven't done the one down the middle here to tie the whole thing together. And the engineer said, up to you, sir, when it came to a tie beam For the patio, which would be that one, this is the front of the house. Obviously, there'll be a trench for that one. Whether we need the one on the outside, that remains to be talked about. Because there's no structural holding, it's just a beam and a roof. No AAC, no walls of any kind. Okay, I did some cleaning up. I painted put the rust protector on the bed frame. Tomorrow I will put the second coat, and then we will find a metal paint. Got our totes refilled. It's been a productive day, guys. Got Apollo, he's scratching his butt. And in here, the boys are starting the floor, and we've got our water distribution all done. Had a small leak, put in a union, makes it easier to get it out. Half the floor is done. Lynn will have a soon. She will be a happy camper. So what we did was we stopped the tiling on the walls for now, get that floor done so that we could have a toilet in here. That's critical. We have running water so we can do a bucket if necessary. The whole purpose is a toilet, a toilet, a toilet, a toilet. So impotent. Anyway, the walls can get done. Like I say, I keep sidetracking these guys with other little projects. And I'm going to give Michael one more here. Michael, at the end of the day, grab somebody like Randy or whatever and move that steel, the angle bar, move it over here along the side of the house.
Okay.
Get it out of the way and it'll be underneath.
Oh.
I put some stone there already.
For the angle?
Yeah, just for it to rest on, get it off the dirt.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh.
And Lynn's moringa has got little sprouties all over this thing. So she is a happy camper, but we're going to go sneak up on her. I fed Cedra. She's the medium level dog there. She's playing with her pups. Boy, if the pups get out of hand, she just puts her mouth and grabs that nose of theirs, squishes her whole head. Oh, she's not sleeping. She had about an hour's nap.
No.
Yep. Cedra has the green collar, rope collar on there.
Waking me up.
Anyway, these are her pups, guys, and clearly she's still training them. She grab, bite, all teasing. Okay, that low pressure system, it didn't do anything to us. We are happy today. Later, Gators.